Have you ever turned a spreadsheet into a PDF only to open it and find columns chopped off, text shrunk down, and pages breaking in all the wrong places? It happens more often than you'd think, and it can turn a simple task into a frustrating afternoon. So how do you get a clean, professional PDF out of Excel every time? I'm Sissy with Jotform, and in this video we will walk through the built-in ways Excel lets you convert a spreadsheet into a PDF, plus what to do when you only want part of a sheet or several sheets at once. We'll also cover what to do if you don't have Excel installed, and where Jotform can help. Let's jump right in. Excel gives you 3 native ways to convert a spreadsheet into a PDF. Save As is the quickest option when you need a PDF in a hurry. Print to PDF gives you more control over how everything looks on the page, which matters when the file needs to be just right. Export is another built-in path in the File menu that follows a slightly different process, which some people find more intuitive. And if Excel isn't installed, there's still a fallback using online tools, which we'll cover shortly. Saving as a PDF is the quickest way to go from spreadsheet to finished document. There's no extra menu to dig through. You're just changing the file format before saving. Open your spreadsheet, click File, and choose Save As. Pick where you want the file saved, then in the File Format dropdown, select PDF and click Save. Excel turns the active sheet into a PDF right at that location, and if your document was already formatted well, you won't need to touch a thing. If your spreadsheet needs formatting adjustments, the next method gives you more control in the outcome. Printing to PDF is the better choice when you need to control scaling, margins, orientation, or page breaks. It gives you a full preview before you save. Just open your spreadsheet and head to File, then Print, or press Ctrl-P on Windows or Command-P on a Mac to jump straight there. In the Printer dropdown, choose Microsoft Print to PDF on Windows, or Save as PDF on a Mac. Head into Settings to adjust orientation, scaling, and margins as needed. Then check the preview to make sure nothing important is cut off. Click Print on Windows or Save on a Mac, and choose where the file should go. Even though the button says Print on Windows, clicking it opens a Save dialog, rather than sending anything to a printer. This method works well with a wide spreadsheet or a layout with columns that tend to spill onto extra pages. The third native option is Export, also found in the File menu. It produces essentially the same result as Save As, but the workflow feels a little different. Open your spreadsheet, click File, then Export, and select Create PDF or XPS document, which opens the Save dialog where you type a file name and pick a location. If Excel simply isn't available, browser-based converters like Adobe Acrobat Online or I Love PDF let you upload a spreadsheet and turn it into a PDF in a few clicks. These tools handle basic conversions fine, though they don't give you nearly as much control over layout. If the final document needs to look sharp, it's usually worth using Excel directly when you can. Sometimes you don't need the whole sheet in your PDF, maybe just a summary table or a single chart, and Excel lets you decide exactly what makes it in before you convert. The first way is setting a print area. Select the cells you want, click the Page Layout tab, and then choose Print Area, followed by Set Print Area, and save the file as a PDF. Excel exports only what you've selected, and you can clear that print area later if you need the full sheet again. The second way is exporting your selection directly, without setting a permanent print area. Select the cells you want, open the Print dialog, and under Settings, change the first dropdown from Print Active Sheets to Print Selected Table. Check the preview to confirm only your chosen cells show. Then save as a PDF. This works well for a one-off export when you don't need to keep that selection saved. Now say you're working with a workbook that has several sheets and want them all in one PDF. Excel lets you export everything at once, or pick only the tabs you need. Either way, the sheets come out as one continuous PDF in the order they appear, so check that order first. To export the entire workbook, open the Print dialog and change the first dropdown from Print Active Sheets to Print Entire Workbook. Scroll through the preview to confirm every sheet looks right and appears in order, then save using any of the methods already covered. If you only want certain sheets, click the first tab, then hold Control on Windows or Command on a Mac while clicking each additional tab. Open the Print dialog, and it should default to covering your selection. Check the preview, then save using Microsoft Print to PDF or Save as PDF. If the order isn't right, close the dialog, drag the tabs into the sequence you want, and repeat the steps. Excel handles PDF exports well, but it wasn't built as a full document workflow tool. It's great for quick exports, simple sharing, printing, or internal records. But once you need polished, branded PDFs, automated document generation, electronic signatures, or data collecting forms, Excel starts to feel like a workaround, and that's where Jotform comes in. If you're already comfortable in Excel, the Jotform Microsoft Excel integration connects your spreadsheet data straight into Jotform's document and workflow tools. But if you keep fixing layouts, reformatting data for different audiences, or wishing the final document looked more professional, it might be time for a better approach. Jotform is built specifically to solve that problem. Instead of starting with a spreadsheet and wrestling the formatting into shape afterward, you can design the document exactly how you want it from the start, including branding and structure. The Jotform PDF Editor gives you full control over layout, fonts, and branding when turning form submissions into polished PDFs. So there's no cleanup needed. You can also collect information through a Jotform form and have it flow automatically into a formatted PDF with no manual formatting required. Jotform Tables gives you a familiar spreadsheet-style view of your data while still connecting it to documents, workflows, and automations that go well beyond what Excel was designed for. Jotform Workflows can automate the entire process, from the moment data comes in through PDF generation and distribution, without rebuilding anything each time. And Jotform's Report Builder automatically turns your form data into visual reports, with no manual chart building involved. So the takeaway is simple. Reach for Excel when you just need to export a spreadsheet quickly. But when you need to create, customize, and share professional PDFs without the manual back and forth, Jotform is the tool that's going to save you time. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Sissy with Jotform, and if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. See you next time.